Player in the second half of the season as the 6'2" Porter elevates and snatches the rebound.
Yeah, Cavs will be aggressive early. Nice job, Larry Nance Jr. He's been playing some really good basketball for the Cavs. Opens up with that big thunderous dunk. And if you're the Cavaliers, what you're trying to accomplish, John, in these first 5 minutes is trying to run that offense, execute on both ends of the floor, defensive signal calls, go through all your checks and balances to make sure you understand the comprehensiveness of both sides of the basketball. Then you can start letting it fly and having some fun.
Riley tracks to the basket. He couldn't finish. Nance with a rebound. He'll outlet to Tyson. Good to see Jalen back on the floor. That pass went right through the hands of the youngster Jameer Watkins. Back to Tyson for three. Jalen Tyson this season. As he led to Tyson. Good to see Jalen back on the floor. That pass went right through the hands of the youngster Jameer Watkins. Back to Tyson for three. Jalen Tyson this season as he with the Hawks, which means Toronto has to win to pull even with Atlanta as the ball ends up in the corner. That triple is true. Anthony Gill, you got to look there at the rookie out of Florida State, Jameer Watkins, who picked up the personal. He now tries to defend Porter. Porter shovels inside. That's a really good catch by Larry.
Yes, so I appreciate what this team has done this season. It's been a tough season. Yeah, this is one of those things that I didn't see coming. I don't think anyone saw this coming. I mean, you watch Jalen Tyson play like that. He has just absolutely taken his skill set through the work with Kenny Atkinson and all of his coaches and blossomed into this player that is just this really. Tyrese Proctor is going to be a heck of a player in this league.
Great young man. Sarr, what a pass there. Riley Minix cleaned up the glass exceptionally well. Took it into the forecourt. Reeve Cooper guards Proctor. Proctor with the crossover. Hey! And hits the three. Tristan Enaruna sees his first action for the Cavs. Roy Tyson's wide open. Don't leave him there.
Boy, he can shoot that basketball. Again, it's just remarkable, the transformation of his make ability. His shot has not changed a whole lot, but the make aspect of it is just remarkable.
Finds Minix. Shot clock winds to 4. Minix works on Riley. Minix to the foul line, off one leg. Oh,
it's hard to get them back in shape, keep them in shape, and get them healthy. Do a remarkable job.
Reese, rookie out of Maryland. Here's Leaky Black. Black to the rim, rejected by Sarr. Will Riley. Riley was selected 21st overall in the most recent draft. He's the reigning Big Ten Sixth Man of the Year out of Illinois. To the first round of the playoffs, they will host the first round against most likely the Atlanta Hawks. Riley Minix to the rim, reverses it. Cooper done worse for the wear. Knocks down a mid-range jumper. He says, I'm just fine.
Yeah, you always feel better when you make a shot.
Cavs get back in good order.
Great hustle back by Jalen Tyson. Stopped them, like I say, a cherry-pick basket.
Reese with the bucket.
Well, the negotiations when you're doing those deals just so intricate. You know, the little things that add up.
Spruce over the top is fine. First half continues. Oh, and a rejection by Porter.
It's all figured out. I've had it set.
You had it all figured out.
I got my room in Atlanta, and we go down there. I've got this all done. I can't undo this.
Reese converts. Miami's up 17 over, and the Magic are beating the Celtics by 5.
I go to Toronto. I got to go through customs. I got to explain all that.
Come on, man. I know he's right beside you, Jerry, but what has been sharing the floor with number 45 like over these last couple of seasons?
Oh, it's incredible. He's
born right now. 2.5 to go. Every team's in action tonight. All 30 teams. Tomlin off the Nance feed. The entire Eastern Conference is playing right now. Top 4 spots are sealed up in the East. After that, Carrington fires in the mid-range and gets a friendly roll.
Yeah,
it took a long time for the league to get this together to make this all happen.
I'm worried about
with it all.
Talk to Mr. Silver and be like, John, Michael, and I feel like we're in accordance on this.
Here's Carrington.
Things we'd like to talk to you and discuss.
You are familiar with the phrase guilt by association. Shovels to Watkins. His cross-court pass finds Carrington, and the Wizards have scored the last.
Sleep. They don't see their families. And it's a passion. Don't get me wrong. Everyone here is very fortunate, but there's so much more to it than just showing up in April and playing a playoff game.
Naquan Tomlin directs it in as the Cavs keep the ball alive a number of times on that possession. Opening minutes, third quarter. Naquan has 15. Gill straight away, launches a 3. 51 with one half of basketball to play.
Hard to win 50 games in the NBA, boy, I'll tell you.
Tyson twirls one over to Nance as Larry Nance sinks a triple.
I don't trust anybody.
That has become clear throughout the course of 82. Proctor nestles his way inside.
So Miami just did it. All right.
Carrington relays and finds Champagny. Champagny's twin brother is a San Antonio Spur, and boy, did they finish the season in fine fashion. Proctor's three is rebounded by Proctor himself, and he'll now find a teammate for the 16th time now here tonight. Average turnovers per team per game in the NBA is right around 14.5. So the Cavs have not.
He's so philosophical. He's always got a kind and positive thought that he puts into place, and it's just been special opportunity to be around him.
Yet to be determined.
Atlanta.
It looked like it would be Atlanta, but boy, as this night continues to unfold, that is in jeopardy. It will be Toronto if Toronto beats Brooklyn, if Atlanta loses to Miami, and if Orlando beats Boston. All three of those things are taking place right now as Proctor drives and scores. You know, it's interesting. Atlanta, as I'm checking out the box score right now, Brad, they are resting a lot of their regulars. One wonders if that is going to be a decision that
I got Coach
they
Snyder.
may regret.
I got Quinn's phone number. I'm calling him right now. You think he'll answer on the bench? Put your regulars in, win the game.
Well, they're gone. Juju Reese has that rejected. He gets it back and eventually banks and scores. The Celtics are resting their regulars. Orlando is beating Boston in Boston 66-61. If you're looking at the standings and wondering how that can happen, Toronto wins a two-way. As here's a three by Jaden Hardy. Hardy knocks it down. It's a two-way tie.
Yeah.
Toronto wins. It's a three-way tie. Atlanta wins. Actually, as here's Minix. Minix stutter steps. He got grabbed onto. Play continues. I beg your pardon. Boston's got to win that ball game. Boston has to win that game against Orlando for all these things to take place. If Orlando ends up in a three-way tie, Atlanta wins the three-way tie break.
Yes.
Hardy down the lane. Back it goes to Cooper. Cooper's three is no good.
The greatest the same issue with us, and that's their lack of size. They don't have the size to deal with.
Time I mentioned it.
And that was critical.
Here's Mitch. It wasn't critical. If you were paying attention earlier, you had it.
Well, I wasn't
Nance for three is, and Aruda inside.
About just that, taking his time, making sure he gets his reads right before he reacts. Because when you do that, and it was just interesting. Larry was really giving him talking to these young guys and giving them little kernels of truth that are going to help them immensely as we go into next year.
Riley Minix draws the foul. He puts it up and in, and not the Hawks in the first round. Sarr for three. Hey, knocks it down.
A good-looking shot by Sarr. My goodness.
Sharif Cooper finds Juju Reese. We've doled out a lot of thank yous. Morgan's done such a fantastic job. Of course, Kobe Altman on the basketball side. Tomlin gets inside. He throws it down. None of this is possible, however, without Cavaliers chairman Dan Gilbert. Best owner.
Looking forward to it. He's here, man. He's just so invested in the city and the community. And it's just remarkable to have an owner in a family. Only Dan Gilbert.
Proctor, left alone. He makes the Wizards pay. And Shade. Boy, some real good ones. Bill Cool-Schnack runs the audio. Triple on the way is good. Jameer Watkins.
Yeah, all these
7, 8, 9, and 10. Once that play-in tournament shakes out, the Pistons will end up playing team number 8.
We go into people's homes every night, talk about our team, and give our opinions and have a little bit of fun. It's just a true blessing, and we got the greatest fans in the world. It's been so much fun.